This is a video demonstrating 1 out of 10 built-in accessibility features developed in an EU-funded research project called We4Authors Cluster. In this project, the accessibility expert company Funka has joined forces with market-leading authoring tools to investigate how authoring tools can best support web authors in creating accessible content by default. In this video, we present a feature that helps authors publish accessible content. The video is accompanied by a written technical specification to support implementation in any authoring tool. We hope the feature will inspire you to make the world more inclusive.
My name is Federica Imperiale. I'm an ICT expert and I work at the University of Genova, where I deal with digital inclusion and I'm setting up a lab for web accessibility. Many of the web authors I know are trying their best, but still they struggle to publish in an accessible way. There are many steps to remember, and they would really appreciate having the possibility to check that they haven't forgot anything. There are, of course, third-party testing tools, but that means they first have to publish, then use another tool to check for mistakes, and then go back to the authoring tool to remediate. That is not very practical and takes time. If the authoring tool could provide them with a built-in accessibility testing tool, they would obviously publish much higher quality content and the inaccessible item would never cause trouble to anyone. Moreover, if the tool would also explain how to fix the problem, they would gradually learn how to make it right in the first place.
When creating content, the web author usually combines text and images with objects and functionalities, like lists or blocks, to compile a full page. Some of these elements might come from different sources, which means that the web author has less control over them, and the accessibility problems might not be apparent. This is one example of when a full page test is useful. By allowing the web author to check the accessibility of the full page before publishing, unnecessary accessibility mistakes can be avoided. In this feature, the accessibility test is carried out before the page is published. If the web author has already tested the accessibility and made only minor changes to the content, for example, correcting spelling, there is an option to skip the accessibility test. There are several possible built-in accessibility tests that are relevant to include when testing the full page. The feature will show how many issues have been detected. Here are a couple of examples. 1. If there is an image on the page but it doesn't have an alternative text, the feature will detect that the alternative text is missing and will prompt the web author to describe the image or, if the image doesn't convey meaning, mark the images as decorative. The feature supports the web author by providing information about the accessibility issue. The feature makes the issue visually clear for the web author and provides a mechanism for remediation. 2. If the page has a visual indication of a heading, but the text is not marked up as a heading, the feature will detect this accessibility problem. The feature supports the web author by providing information about the accessibility issue. The feature makes the issue visually clear for the web author and provides a mechanism for remediation. 3. If the page contains redundant links that lead to the same page, the feature will detect this as an accessibility issue. Usually, redundant links are to be avoided, as they tend to clutter up the web page. If multiple links leading to the same destination are needed, the links should be consistent in their description. The feature supports the web author by providing information about the accessibility issue. The feature makes the issue visually clear for the web author and provides a mechanism for remediation. 4. If the web author adds a block of content, the feature will detect if the block has accessibility issues. For example, if a link block is added and the link has a non-descriptive link text. Provide link text that identifies the purpose of the link without needing additional context. The feature supports the web author by providing information about the accessibility issue. The feature makes the issue visually clear for the web author and provides a mechanism for remediation. When the detected issue is corrected, the feature provides feedback. When all issues are corrected, the web author can publish the page. Please see the written technical specifications for more accessibility tests that can be implemented in this feature.